What's up, everybody? We're a couple average white guys talking football.
And it's Super Wild Card Weekend.
All right, this video we got the Browns versus the Texans.
First game of the weekend, baby. Let's get it off and let's get it going.
This one hits home. I'm a Browns fan. Ryan's a Steelers fan, so
Yeah.
this is your time to talk trash. And just remember, we're doing the Steelers
Well,
game too. So
let's see how this starts out. I won't talk as much. I won't. We'll just see how it goes.
yeah, let's see. Okay, so
Football.
all right, Houston starts off with the ball. We're starting off 3rd and 6. 7 minutes left in the first quarter, so it means nothing happened in the first so many times.
Oh man.
Yeah, I remember that. Nico Collins kind of burned us a few times. Goal
Did he get in?
line.
Did he get in? Oh,
That was a great play by
incomplete.
Greg. People are pissed off at Greg Newsome talking about how he blew this game for us or whatever, but he made some good plays too. He got burned a couple times, but that happens, especially when you've got two undrafted free agents at safety.
Yeah.
But he made some plays. He does. Look at this! The Chief deep down the
Ooh,
field.
Njoku's a monster. I have to say.
He is, bro. He is. He's been crushing it this year. It was a career year for him.
See if they can pick
Yo!
it up here.
Whoa! I didn't see that at first. Did you just see Jerome Ford lay that dude out in that block? Watch 34. Watch 34. Here he goes. Boom!
Yeah.
Did you
No
see that?
moral. No moral victories, Tyler.
Hey, man, I like to see the effort. I like to see our guy trucking people down. All right, Browns hold the Texans to 3. They come out, score a touchdown. That's the thing, man. People see the
Hometown
score.
boy.
Yeah, Kareem. He grew up like 10 minutes down the road from where I did.
Yeah, him and Mr. Trubisky play football together.
That's the thing, man. People who see the end score of this game, they feel like it was a blowout, and it was, but it was close for a good part of the game
For
until
a good 3 minutes.
no.
No,
This
it was a 10 point game at halftime.
exactly.
Love
And
you.
and Browns kind of had some momentum going there for a bit, and then just it all fell off the rails. That's another thing though, is the run game, Singletary. I mean, Browns have a great defense, but they get eaten up by the run game sometimes.
Yeah.
Look at Garrett trucking that dude, and it doesn't matter because Stroud will find that open guy if he can see it. He can make the throw.
DJ Stroud is a monster.
Yeah, he's
Rookie
good.
of the year for sure.
Yeah, I think so. Touchdown
There's
Houston.
I mean, you could probably make an argument for Puka Nakua, but quarterback rules all, man.
Yeah, yeah. And it doesn't I don't think it takes away from anything Puka did, but Stroud's just he's not he's. I think that he's a for sure. I think he's top contender for that offensive rookie of the year. See how the Browns respond. Look at that. There he goes, man. This was a like probably the best game of Harrison Bryant's career so far. Number 88, our backup tight end.
Yeah.
Um,
Credit
he
that
had
the
a heck of a game.
tight ends coach that just got fired.
Yeah, but
Oh
you
wait,
know,
wait. We're not supposed to tell the future.
it's all right. Kareem Hunt, second touchdown, baby. That had to feel amazing for him, man. Playing for his hometown team, coming up big in the playoffs, 2 touchdowns. He was actually our touchdown leader of the season. And I love that
Yeah.
play. What I love about that play is the Texans tried to do that like a couple drives before, and our defense blew it up, and then we came out and just gave it right back to them and scored on it. Uh, but yeah, man, like
Watch this play. You
stuff
couldn't
like that
slow it
happens.
down. Man, this is a sad play.
That's like, dude, that should have never happened. That cannot happen.
The
And that's the
heartbreaker
thing.
right there, boys.
Yeah, man. But even still, like we're still in it. It's not like that happened and that sucks. But nothing at this point, nothing was like too much. They could have overcome this for sure.
Well, like
And
I
that guy
said, man,
had
it
that
was
was a
only down by
tight
three
end,
and a
bro.
half.
That was a tight end running it down the field like that. And I know Okoronkwo's fast too.
He's
So
got
that tells you how
a
fast the
pec
other guys
problem
are.
too. Oh man.
Hey, that's what happens when you're on your like fifth left guard. Everybody else is injured. Like our line was just torn up. But you gotta love those plays, bro. Like that's the thing is, Flacco's got a big steel pair of you know what's. He'll throw the ball in the tight tight windows
You need
with his
some
mark.
steel nuts for football season.
Yeah, right. Especially as a Browns fan. It was a good catch, but it was third down, so it was a turnover on downs. By the way, JOK had a huge game here. Like
Oh
this was
yeah,
actually
like if you had 11 JOKs,
too bad we can't. Look
he's
at
the
that.
only one that
Oh,
put up.
yeah, man. Stroud's gonna feel that one. But look, we're in it, bro. Like we gave up some huge plays. Yeah, this is where the undrafted free agent, undrafted safety gave up that big flag. We could have got him off the field right there. I think instead they come back and score here. Stroud's just got a
Big
beautiful
bomb, there it is.
right. Like we should have got off the field there, but
Cut to
our
Dalton Schultz.
and again, dude, that doesn't happen if we weren't on our fourth safety. It wouldn't happen if we were on our
I
second
don't
safety.
know. He kind of, well,
They would have gotten off the field by this point. It was an unnecessary flag, unnecessary defensive holding that he did that kept him on the field for him to even make this throw.
yeah, but the injuries don't take away from Stroud's ball placement, though. That's what the key is there.
Right, but they
I
wouldn't have
mean,
even been able to make that throw because they would have been off the field. Our offense would have been on the field at the time.
well, my aunt had some genitals. She'd be my uncle.
uh, so yeah, Browns are down 10, 7 minutes in the third quarter, and like we got some momentum. Look, we're moving down the field. We're thinking, all right, we're about to score right here. We're gonna be down by a field goal. We're looking good. At this point, we're looking good until this shit.
Flop.
This is what Joe Flacco
Oh,
does
with a
sometimes.
pick six? Oh,
The pick six.
pick six.
That's what Joe Flacco does sometimes. That is like why I think that yeah he might have a few more seasons left in him as a starter, but I don't see very many more playoff runs in him because he throws too many of these. Look, you just take the sack. Instead, you give up a pick six, and now the game
Well, I think he was in
instead
the
of us being
middle.
down
I
three.
think he was in the middle of throwing.
I don't know. Let's go back and look at that one more time. It looked like he was already wrapped up, and then he's like, "Well, let me just try. Let me just try something here." Or, all right,
No, I think he was making the throw already, brother.
let's see. Let's check it out. If he would have taken a sack, we would have been fine. We're still looking at we're still looking at being down by one score.
Yeah, he was throwing it already.
I don't know.
And like
And
that, I
even
mean, if you're gonna go, if you're gonna say that touchdown happened because of your secondary depth, you got to talk about your offensive line depth for that too. Now
that
that's all
too, yeah,
him.
man.
That's all him right there. This one right here. You
And
can't throw.
that was back to back, bro. Like that was one of the very next plays after the last pick six.
Yeah, that was the dagger in the heart right there. You cannot throw two pick sixes in a row. Like
Right.
that's just not,
And
especially in
it,
The middle of January.
mm-hmm. And what is he thinking in this point? I don't like to be somebody that just like rags on people, but it's 4th and 2. What is he seeing here is what I don't understand. That made him think I guess maybe like I guess this guy over here made a good play, kind of like tricking him with his eyes a little bit. Cause look, he's about to throw. He's thinking, whip it in really quick, like right around 88's right shoulder right here. But
Yeah,
dude's got his eyes on him the whole time, and Flacco's not fooling anybody.
yeah, for sure. I mean, if you stare down your receiver, it's game over.
Right. And that's I mean at this point it's like man, we were talking about being down by a score. If the Browns would have scored there, momentum shifts. Who knows what could have happened? But instead, pick six, and then comes right back onto the field and throws another pick six. And yeah, man,
Yeah,
there's not.
you can't turn the ball over and win in January
Yeah, and
or
at this
actually
point,
month of the year.
That was a nice play right there. But at this point, their defense is in prevent mode, so like all we can really do is just these little, not much plays. I mean, there's still some ballers out there. You know, they're still fighting, but there's not much you can do at this point.
Yeah, I mean, it was your defense that didn't fight.
Yeah, defense got picked apart. Our offensive line got exposed.
Miles
It's not even
Garrett
our
was.
offensive line. Like most of these guys that are playing in this game on our offensive line, they won't even be on the team next year because they're practice squad guys for other teams that, like Gary on Christian, he was a few weeks ago, he wasn't even on the Browns. He was on some other team's practice squad.
I mean, Miles Garrett is supposed to be the DPOY Defensive Player of the Year, and
He is.
he's still playing in October. Man, he thought it was Halloween. He showed up as Casper the Friendly Ghost.
Yeah, man, they had a bad game. He had a bad game. He just didn't really do much. He wasn't a big impact in this game. But that doesn't change the fact that he's DPOY. I know you Steeler folks like to think that TJ's the guy,
Yeah,
but
we're not gonna get into that right now. I went to the doctor yesterday. My blood pressure's high enough. Okay.
yeah, and at this point the game's over, man. Like they're trying Browns are just trying to make it competitive to like play for something, but Njoku's dropping fourth down. At this point, doesn't matter if there's 9 minutes left in the fourth quarter. The
Yeah,
momentum's gone.
we might as well just talk about what we got planned for the rest of the day.
You know?
I might go walk my dog.
Shout out to Kareem Hunt though, man. Kareem
Yeah,
Hunt,
you got that's something commendable about the wheel still trying to turn after all this.
right? And David Bell, number 18, David Bell. He's a young guy. This was the biggest game of his career, and he showed up and he made some big catches for us.
Yeah, at this point, you're thinking about you're looking at who has the heart for next year
Yeah,
and who
exactly.
wants to go home.
Not that. Not Hudson, man. Hudson 66 and 64 will not be starting next year.
Yeah, that Dewan Jones is going to be healthy, and hopefully
Yeah.
Wills comes back. I mean, hopefully I don't like the Browns. Hopefully for you,
Yeah. I appreciate that, buddy. Shout out
yeah,
to shout out to the Houston Texans. They came out, rookie coach, rookie quarterback. Texans,
they
Browns.
wanted it more. They
Yeah.
wanted it more.
Yeah, they came ready to play, and the Browns just picked a really bad day to have a bad game.
Picked a bad day to have a bad day.
Yep. But look at man, like we talked about Baker's performance and CJ Stroud, he had himself a game too, bro. 16 for 21, 274 yards, 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. That right there,
That's the
man.
key right there. That goose egg at the end that you were just
Yeah.
talking about. That's why they're
Yeah.
moving on.
Rushing, Devin Singletary, 13 carries, 66 yards with a tutty. 5 point. Look at these averages though. Like that's another thing. With 13 carries and he was averaging 5.1 yards, like that's a killer as well.
Just gashing up that Browns D line. Do they have any injuries there?
Yeah, I mean all of our defensive tackles. We don't have any starting defensive tackles anymore. Um, uh, Okoronkwo, he just came back, but he still has a torn pec. He's wearing a brace.
Yeah, yeah, I knew that one. I
Nico
was
Collins, 6 receptions, 96 yards, 16-yard average, touchdown. I mean,
see, and that's an Ohio State quarterback throwing to a Michigan wide receiver. If that doesn't
mm,
say we can all get along, then I don't know
yeah,
what
right.
does.
Hey, man,
World
we got a
peace.
Browns fan and a Steelers fan here doing these reaction videos together. So
Yeah, and you should have. Yeah,
we got Joe Flacco starting quarterback for the
well, forget
Browns.
about
If that
that.
doesn't tell you something.
Joe Flacco, C.J. Stroud. That's like the. I heard something where it was like the biggest age discrepancy uh,
Mm, mm-hmm.
that didn't involve Tom Brady.
Mm.
So like,
Yeah. Joe Flacco, 34 for 46, 307 yards, one touchdown, the two interceptions, man. Like if he didn't throw those two interceptions, we're talking about a very different game. But he threw those two interceptions, and they both were pick sixes at a terrible time.
Browns
And
fans wanted to Flacco around and find out. And that's exactly what they did.
I'm grateful. He came in, he gave us some good games and stuff, but we're talking about a very different team once Deshaun's back. And I know a lot of people are skeptical about Deshaun Watson because stats or whatever, but he's 4-1 as a starter. This season he's 4-1 as a starter, and he balled in some of those games. Like I'm definitely optimistic about our future with Deshaun. And if people want to sleep on it, that's even better for us.
Well, I'm glad you have optimism. You know me. I've always been a glass half full guy.
Hmm.
So if I were
Yeah.
you, I'd probably share your optimism. But on the
Yeah.
dark side, I would have to disagree. But this is not a debate show. This is a reaction show. And
Yeah.
the 2023 Cleveland Browns season has just come to an end. Sadly.
Yeah, for sure. Not good. The fact that Joe Flacco's carrying yards rival Jerome Ford's carrying yards, that's awful, right? Like, Joe Flacco almost had as many yards carrying the ball as our starting running back did. And by the way, Kareem Hunt is not our starting running back. Jerome Ford is. 9 carries for 17 yards. That is awful. And all of this is, I mean, all of it is awful. I mean, Kareem Hunt had himself a game, but um, but our offensive line didn't do our running game any favors at all.
Yeah.
Joku had himself a good game. Bryant had himself a good game. Amari Cooper always comes up with some big catches. David Bell came out of nowhere and had some big catches. Um,
Like I said earlier, man, if you had 11 JOKs on defense, you probably win the game
yeah, right.
because he
But
was having that heart, man. He was balling out.
bro, yeah, I feel really good about our future with JOK. So that's that.
All right, well, if you want to vent about the Browns' future, you can call into the radio stations, but I got to go eat some lunch.
All right, well, we're gonna end this one here.
All right.